Hello everybody. Oh dear. Sorry, awfully unprofessional of me. Today we're going to have a little run around, hence the song. I don't know if you caught that, but copyright and all that. Don't exactly know where we're going today. But we're going somewhere. Small steps, big acorns. Small steps, big acorns. Cheers. Thank you. Oh, I hate this junction. So, it's been a couple of weeks since the last one. And in that time, my mum's died. We had the funeral. Got over that. I managed to read my poem out. And yeah, it's been a busy couple of weeks. No, either that van in front's on fire or he's vaping. I always have a fag when I leave home. I've got a feeling you're going to be aggravated by my air freshener. It's swinging quite happily in the breeze. Let's put it round the back. It won't go round the back because it just comes right forward again. We're currently travelling at an altitude of 30 miles an hour. Just mindful. There's an ambulance just pulled out down the bottom with his blue lights are flashing. Truck sim. Let's do the window up a bit. Just mindful, learner driver. Yeah, I've been doing quite a bit on truck sim, and I'm intending to write more poetry. Now, those who know me know that on special occasions such as my parents' funerals, it's become a family tradition that like at my father's funeral, I don't like public speaking, but I managed to write a poem, and I managed to stand and read it out for Dad's one, so I felt duty bound to write one for my mum's one, and I ended up writing two. I read one out, and the celebrant read the other one out. She read the shorter of the two, and I managed to get through it without any tears, which for me, I'm normally an emotional wreck anyway. Oh dear, pollen's high today. Today is the 6th of June. Which is why I'm wearing green. And let's start from the beginning, shall we? Okay, right, okay. Hello everybody. Welcome back. It's been a few weeks. Lots happened. And basically, do the windows up because I don't think you can hear me. I don't know. Yeah, a lot's happened. Mum had a fall, broke her hip, never recovered from that really. Was released back to the home. And she passed peacefully a couple of weeks later. Yeah. Excuse me. So we've just had the funeral like last week. And I stand and read a poem without reducing myself to tears, which is always a good thing. Put that up there because it's bugging me. And I'm not in a da-da-da-daff. It's bloody warm in here though. And yeah, I managed to read it out and seen all my aunts and uncles, and it was a lovely service for a truly remarkable woman. Mum had a great zest for life. She spent all of her late teens and early adulthood and basically the rest of her life caring in one way or another. And yeah, so today I want to dedicate this drive around to me mum. And she used to love going out in the car with either me or my sister or my brother or my son, going on a joyride somewhere. And I've kind of missed it. Well, I have missed it. So if I'm quiet than normal, there's a da-da-da-da. Then you'll understand why. I'm going to see where this one goes because I don't really know what to say. It just brought you up to scratch with what's been going on. And yeah, just enjoying driving about basically. Driving along in my automobile, my baby beside me at the wheel. Not going to sing any more of that. I shan't inflict my dulcet tones on you all. This is where we go. That's La da 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 da. Bum ba da bum ba bum bum ba bum. Bumpity 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 dum. Bumpity 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 bum. This is the road, the Corby Road. Just following a van at the moment. Driving along my automobile. A baby beside me at the wheel. A la da 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 da. Cruising and playing the radio. Can I get down here? Yes, I can. Nice scan here. Not as nice as mine, by the way. Oh, we're following a transporter lorry. Car transporter. Cruising and playing the radio. No particular place to go. Yeah, we're just driving my truck. Driving my truck. Driving my truck with my high heels on. I love seeing the trees, and just lately, ever since Mum's been passed, I've got the idea of a photograph. Well, I've got the idea of a couple of photographs that I'd like to take. One of which is cow parsley, which is I don't know how much you can see at the minute. It's that white stuff in the hedgerows. But also you get a variant of daisies, but they're like big daisies, and I want a picture of one of them on the hedgerows with a raindrop dripping off of one of their petals, and I will take it. It's just finding you're spoilt for choice at the minute, because they're normally mixed in with like buttercups, daisies and cow parsley, and yeah, but it's finding a suitable place to stop to take the photographs. So this is my conundrum at the moment. Cruising and playing the radio. I mean, there's cow parsley on the left hand side now, all the way along here, mindful, and big daisies there, but because of the road markings I can't just stop and take the picture. And it seems to be that if there's like cow parsley and daisies by a lay-by, it's sort of like 100 yards back, and you don't really want to be excuse me, you don't really want to be traipsing up a road if it's busy, because the paths can start and then they stop and then they don't start again. I know what I mean. So that's what I want to do, and I will do it. And I also want to go for another walk in the woods. I just feel that I need to go for a walk in the woods, because I haven't been for a walk in the woods for months, and excuse me, I just feel that with recent events, nice old Renault. I just feel that I need to go for a walk in the woods, or a walk in a forest, or by the side of the sea. By the sea. Or a lake. But when I think to myself, oh, today would be a nice day to go for a walk in the woods, or by the sea, I'm going to keep over favouring the left-hand side of this lane, because lorries do come shooting down here and they favour the middle bit, especially if they've got a big trailer on. I mean, look at that load of cow parsley by this thing there. See what I mean? But it's always in places that I can't really feel safe to get to. I ain't going to park in there, because 9 out of 10 times you have tractors come out. The old tractors. So we're just driving along in my automobile. My baby's not beside me at the wheel. I'm not cruising and playing the radio. I've got a particular place to go. Daisy's over there on the right hand side, just before this lane. It's a big vehicle. Right, so what's my rant for the day? I don't know, I haven't really got one, to be honest. I could have one if I thought about it. What do we think about the state of Britain's roads at the minute? I mean, I don't know. I'm not worldly travelled enough to say sort of like it's a problem worldwide. But it seems to me that they got enough tarmac to put speed ramps in everywhere and take the speed limits down to like 20 miles an hour. Surely they should concentrate. I reckon what the government does, here's one for you. This will get you talking. This will get you talking. I reckon they keep the state of the roads in a shite state, purely and simply as a traffic management thing. And I shall substantiate my statement thus: you daren't go at national speed limit on some roads because of the condition. Look at this one: potholes, patchwork quilts on the roads. You daren't go to the full speed limit on the roads because of the shit state. I do apologise for my language, but hey ho. Because of the deterioration of the tarmac. Then it saves them putting in speed ramps, doesn't it? So it saves their tarmac. I have got another rant as well. Right, here we go. Here's another rant for you. Talcum powder. it seems to me that, mindful, just checking my mirrors, there is roadworks up here. Oh, he's still saying yo. Well, we've got these ones out today. Oh, yeah, mate, you forgot the body in your pram. Yeah, talcum powder. What is this thing just lately? I don't know if anybody knows about it. Whether, like my friends in the haulage industries, whether they know about it. Now, as far as I'm aware, I might be wrong. It's bound to happen one day, but I might be wrong. Talcum powder is predominantly made from chalk, which is ground down and perfumes and additives are put into it, and it's ground down into a fine powder. Right now, you used to be able to go into a supermarket, no matter how big the supermarket is, how little the supermarket is, even your little there corner shops, and you used to be able to buy talcum powder. And but now it feels, well, perverse, to be honest, because they're putting bloody, oh, what are they putting in it? Corn flour. And it feels like when you get out the shower or get out the bath, it feels like you're dusting yourself off after you've got dried. You know, you put talcum powder in your various parts of your body. Right, he's got a trailer on, so I'm just gonna flash him in, should he wish to come in, because I don't suppose he can see the arse end of his trailer. Yeah, going back to this talcum powder, they're putting corn flour in it. I think it's corn flour, because it feels like you're getting a tub of custard powder and you're drying yourself off with that. It's that silky, oh, it's a horrible feeling. But instead of feeling like fresh as a daisy afterwards, it feels to me like it clogs up your skin pores and that. Oh, lovely poppies. Again, somewhere where I can't go because it's under the bridge. Love seeing wild plants and that. Stay there, mushrooms. Indicators are on for a reason, you know. Yeah, so that's my rant for the day. How can they call it talcum powder if it's got the consistency of custard powder? Should we go for a hat trick? Right, that's my 2 rants of the day, with the state of the roads and the state of talcum powder. My 3rd rant of the day is these here, not so much along here because this is the A45 going from Thrapston up to Northampton if you stay on it. Thank you. I'll explain why I said thank you in a minute. You go through these villages and it's like on the approach to the village, a typical English village, right, it says national speed limit, then it goes down to 40, and then a typical village now, it goes from 40 down to 20. Then as you're coming out of the village, it goes up to 30, 40, possibly 50, or back up to national speed limit. What is the purpose of that? I mean, they're all saying now about electric cars. Oh, it's much better for the environment. You get some head wobbler in the government that hasn't clearly thought through the impact on the environment. Now, I'm no quantum physician, I'm no electrician, just minding over, that's it. Just eased over to the white line to let that motorcycle overtake, because they do overtake going up there, and then they squeeze through it sort of like a 3-foot gap going about 60 miles an hour. Yeah. Now, an electric car, I don't know your feelings on it, this is my feelings on it. There's been tests done from various vloggers on YouTube, and they've took various cars on the, I'm trying to think what it's called, the North Coast 500, which is basically from Land's End up to John O'Groats. So they go to the northernmost point in the country, and basically they do that, but they do it in a brand new electric car, and they have to stop several times to have comfort brakes, as we all do. And then like sit in the coffee shop in the services having an grossly overpriced cup of coffee, also waiting for their car to charge up. Nice little camper. Don't so much like that colour. Looks like a fried egg coming out here. Anyway, and then they did the self-same thing. All their friends are with them. They fill up and fully charge respectively their electric car with a fossil fueled equivalent, and I charge it, and then they leave Land's End, they do the same sort of speeds, and a normal hatchback car, if you're driving at, say, on this sort of road, you're driving at 55, right? I'm doing, at the moment, I'm doing 67. This is a, I think it's, hold on, let me get this right, because I've only been driving it 18 months. It's a Citroen C4, and it's a petrol one. It's not overly big. It's, I think it's about 1100 cc or whatever it is. I'm now averaging 68.8 miles per gallon. Now obviously I was going round the roundabout as I said that. Anyway, they do an electric one of these. I know, because I've had the misfortune of driving one. Just mindful of the lorry and the lay-by. Now this, I reckon, would get up to Scotland and back. I haven't done it, but I reckon this will get up to Scotland on a full tank, driven the way I drive. I mean, like, there's cars in front of me and I need the left lane. It's coming down into a 40 now, so I'm decelerating to 40, changing up a gear as I'm prompted. I'm now doing 40. I'm not the fastest driver on the planet. I believe it's better to get here 10 minutes late in this life than 20 or 30 years early in the next. Just checking my mirrors. And anywho, so we're still averaging 68, 0.8 miles an hour. Oh, it's 67.1 now because we stopped and the engine's ticking over. Oi! Thank you. Now I reckon I could get up to Scotland. Well, I've got a quarter of a tank left of petrol, and I reckon it says I've got 150 miles range, but that's until the tank is as dry as an old man's foof. Right. Anyway, so I reckon I've got a good 130 miles range. 130 miles range from here. Going north would be, I don't know. I'm absolutely useless with geography. So I'm assuming going up the M1, I could probably get to Huddersfield. Or is that the A1? I don't know. Yeah. So I reckon I could get all the way up to Huddersfield on what's in here. The way I drive. If not further than that, maybe. What's further than Huddersfield? I don't think I'd get to Edinburgh. Or going up the A1 even. No, that's the M6. Going up the M6, I reckon I could get to Liverpool. Maybe even Manchester. Come on, see. Oh, hold on. We've got brake lights at the thing in the lay-by. It's some sort of tanker with a kit box on the back. Driving along me automobile. I mean, like I say, I don't drive fast. I mean, you've seen sort of like the speeds that I was driving over here. And yeah, sort of like averaging sort of like on A-class roads 50, 55. If I'm in a hurry, I'll do sort of like 58 on A-class roads, on dual carriageways and motorways. I normally average about 28 around towns and like rural roads that's 30 miles an hour, built up areas. On A-class roads, like main roads, I normally aim for about 5 miles less per hour than the speed limit. So that 5 miles an hour, it does make a difference. It makes a difference to your economy. I mean, people moan about lorry drivers on the road, and I can honestly say I quite like seeing lorries about. I like seeing old Barry. But I quite like seeing lorries about. Because without lorries about, everything that you see, from traffic lights to toilet rolls to tablets of the pharmaceutical kind to tablets of the electronic kind, they have all been on the road in the back of a lorry at some point in their product development, right? Now you get these people, they're stuck behind caravans. Alright, some caravan drivers are idiots. And, excuse me. Some caravan drivers are idiots, and they'll go up the road. And I hold my hands up to this. When I used to tow, oh, felt like my bloody wheel fell off then. When I used to tow, when I first started towing, I never had a stabiliser. And trust me, when that caravan starts snaking, it says in the highway code and even on the caravan club sites, and what's the other thing? The AA. Right, and they all say there's 2 ways of stopping your caravan snaking. Right, snaking is when the caravan starts enjoying its journey, and I am doing this one-handed, and it starts wagging its tail. Now, if you spend, lovely lavender, if you spend a lot of time tramping up and down motorways, you will have seen at some point, you will have seen a caravan in a ditch. Excuse me. And that's because, oh, wrong window. That is because they tell you to either speed up and sort of like pull yourself out of it, or they tell you to ease off. Me personally, if the caravan's going like this on the back, it can tip over and it'll take your car with you. Me personally, when that happened, I used to just ease off. But a lot of people speed up. Now, I may be wrong, but the slower you're going, the more control you get over your wagon. Anyway, that wasn't a pleasant episode, I must say. And I've got a stabiliser bar as soon as it's practical to do so. Anyway, hope you have enjoyed my ranting driving this morning, this afternoon. I'll see you all later. Happy driving.